All right, what's going on, family? This is Paul McMillan II. Welcome to another live session. It is November 18, 2021. So let's go ahead and check Forex Factory and see what the news are saying. So as we can see, in the London session, there was no currencies under major news, but starting at 8:30, the USD is going to be under some major news around 8:30 and throughout the day. The rest of the currencies look like the rest of the currencies are fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark up NAS100 once again. And the first step is to mark up market structure from the 15-minute to the 4-hour time frame. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go all the way to the beginning. We're going to mark up a market structure based off of institutional levels. We're going to draw supply demand zones along with those areas. Let me pause this recording until I get to that point. All right, so now we're at the beginning. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start at the bottom here. So we can see that this was a good one here. And then good one here. We have a good one up here as well. All right. Right here. Good one here. Good one there. So this is as far as we'll go for the 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and draw supply demand zones. We're going to try and change this to yellow. Put it here. Put it up to here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this recording and change the coordinates to these zones, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we marked up everything on the 15 minute. So let's go to the 30 minute. All right. So we're going to start here. All right. Let's see, this might be, yeah, this is a good one because then price respected these levels, went down to here, so that's good. Put another one up to here, another one right there. Right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw supply demand zones here. It's green. Let's see. So let's see. One up here. Right up here. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to I'm going to pause this recording and change the coordinates to these zones. Be right back. All right, so these zones have been drawn for 30 minutes. So now we're going to switch over to the 1 hour here. We'll do the switch over to the 1 hour. So yeah, let me zoom in. We'll start it here. Here. Right. So what I'm going to do is pause this recording, change the coordinates to these zones, then we'll move on to the 4 hour. Be right back. All right, so as you can see, I marked up the zones on the 1 hour. So now we're going to switch on to the 4 hour. And as you can see, we marked up everything so far. So now we're going to go up to this point. So as you can see at this point, price was overbought. So there's definitely a zone in this area. So let me grab a horizontal line, put it down to here. Draw a zone to here. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. Right. So now we got everything marked up to this point. So now we're going to go back to the 15-minute. You can see we drew these zones perfectly, right? So this is where current price is. Actually, I need to move this up to here. Yeah, that's perfect. So now I did step 1. So now we're going to identify the trend on the 15-minute. That is step 2. So we can see that price did a huge trend up to this point, consolidated, then did a huge up move, kind of pulled back, consolidated, did a huge up move. Now it looks like it's consolidating again. It looks like it's overbought. So it looks like it's kind of trending down a little bit. So in this case, what I would do is, and let me actually kind of erase this and make the zone a little bit more smaller. There we go. All right, so at this point, we can see that price is consolidating a little bit here. So what I'm going to do is, when it comes to consolidation, I want to wait for a breakout. So I'm going to turn on my higher high and lower low strategy indicator, because then it gives me the ability to actually place my horizontal lines, my break and retest horizontal lines that I call them. So this is going to be my demand zone break and retest. And then possibly there's another one. Next one, I could probably put it down in here. And so the way this works is, price is consolidated, and I want to see which area price break and retests. And then if it breaks and retests, then that's going to really determine or whether I'm going to actually buy or sell or not. So that's how I'm going to do that. So now that I set that, then I'm going to be looking for institutional imbalances. So I'm going to turn on my order block indicator, my imbalance indicator. So as you can see, just on this recent move, it created a lot of imbalance. So to give you a little background on imbalances, when the banks put in buy and sell orders, okay, it causes an inefficiency in price, meaning that it basically leaves other orders open. So then what happens is, for example, they shot price up and it went up so fast that there was a lot of sell orders that got left open. So even though they made a huge profit on the buy here, but they're also in negative on these sell orders. So they're going to have to come back and medicate or refill these sell orders in order to be back into the positive. Okay. So when we look here, I cannot bring, okay. So as we look here, there's an imbalance on the top here, and there's also imbalances down here. So price is either going to break and retest, and I believe there's another imbalance. Yeah, there's an imbalance here. So price is either going to break and retest and get this imbalance here and then create an all-time high and then drop and get down these imbalances, or they're going to send price down to at least medicate 50% of this area, maybe shoot it back up and then maybe shoot it back down and fill all this imbalance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually draw a zone here, because this is where the imbalance move started. All right. So let me pause this recording. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So then what I start doing is, so I located imbalances in the market. So I'm actually going to start marking them up here so that way we can see them. And these could be take profit zones if we want them to. One down here. So then what I like to do is I like to take the risk to reward tool. Let me kind of zoom out just a little bit more here. Then we got another zone here that could be filled too. So they really got to come down to here too eventually. Maybe not right away, but eventually. So I'll just put this here. So So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull this down here. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set my take profit zones. Because we're going to move on to the fifth step, and that is to plan our trade based off the EMA cross. So I'll take my risk to reward tools here, and the price break and retest here. Then of course we'll sell it. Then we'll put the entry here, stop loss here. So then probably might set, let's see. Yeah, so this is going to be the first take profit. So put that here. And then maybe make this the second take profit here. So we'll do that. Then the price decides to break and retest and buy and fill this imbalance. Then I'm going to put a buy here. All right. And then if it fills this first imbalance, great. And then if it happens to buy up, then we'll just put a take profit here. And that's going to be, and that's how we're going to do that. Now, the reason why I set these risk to reward tools here is because if price happens to go to either direction, then I can basically put in my stop loss and take profit or entry price and just have it ready. Just have it pasted in my MetaTrader 4. So that way price goes in that direction and it's ready to go. And I have all the confluence I need. And all I got to do is either hit buy or sell depending on what direction it goes. So what I'm going to do is now, this take profit 400 plus. I'm going to label these. So let me do this real quick and set up my take profit zones and my alerts, and then we'll move on to the next step. Be right back. All right, so I already set up my alarms for my take profit zones. So now I'm going to turn on the Dorlean EMA indicator. And so now that we have done all our steps and basically draw up our market structure and found the imbalances in the market, all we need to do is sit on our hands and wait for the 9:30 bell, which is going to happen in about almost an hour, and then see exactly which direction price is going to go. And then we're going to use the EMA cross off of the Dorlean indicator as extra confirmation along with everything else. We typically jump in when the yellow EMA crosses the red EMA because it usually signifies a strong trend, especially if it's above the blue. That's for a buy, and then if it closes below that, then it's a good change for a sell. So we're going to sit on our hands and wait. Before I pause this recording, let me do one more thing. Let me kind of I can kind of do this. Maybe. Yeah, that's perfect. That way we can kind of get an idea which way price is going to go, possibly. So, yeah, so we can kind of see how price is. So we're just going to sit on our hands and wait. I believe I did everything here. Let me double check. Yeah, we'll just see if it gets these imbalances here. So at the 9:30 bell, I'm going to kind of wait and see where it goes. It looks like EMA is crossing already, but it's a possibility I might move this. Let's see. I move this up to here instead. This up to here. We'll work with that and see what happens with that. So it's a possibility. The price did kind of go into an uptrend here. So maybe it's a possibility that they might. We'll see which way it goes, and then once price makes its final decision of whether it trends up, and break and retest this high and goes up, then we'll draw a trend line and confirm it's buying, and then vice versa. If it breaks and retests and go down, then we'll draw a trend line and confirm that it's selling. But we'll see. One thing I noticed on the RSI is that it look like price probably might reverse here and possibly maybe drive price up for all-time high and then go down. So it's a possibility that price possibly might buy up and maybe just fill this imbalance here, possibly. But at the same token, they might go ahead and actually fill this imbalance first. So we'll see what they decide to do, and then we're going to act accordingly. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause this recording and we're going to wait for the 9:30 bell. Be right back. All right, so just to give you an update, it is 9:04. So the 9:30 bell is going to be happening in less than 30 minutes. So we'll see which way it goes. I have a feeling that it's going to sell, but we'll know for sure at 9:30 and which way for sure price is going to head. So probably in the next 2 to 3 candles, we're going to probably have an idea. So stay tuned and let's see. All right, so just to give you a little update, we see imbalance move pushing up to here, but it's a possibility they might pull back to fill this move because there's an imbalance here. Then they might possibly decide to maybe buy it up, possibly, but it's still a possibility that they can actually sell it. So we have about 15 minutes to see for sure where it's going to go. Be right back. All right, so it's getting close to 9:30, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and just put in for a sell. And then the price decides to buy up for whatever reason before breaking a retest to sell, then I'm just gonna go ahead and just switch my take profits and a stop loss for the buy. But I'm thinking it's gonna probably dip, so we'll see. Stop level is 164, 11.9. Take profit is 163, 16321.8. All right, so then I'm just going to leave that in my phone, and then we'll see which way price goes in a minute. It's about 9:23, so we got about, see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have about 7 minutes to see what price gonna do. So let's see. Be right back. All right, so now it's 9:30. So the bell is rung, so that means the volatility is going to pick up. So we'll see which way price goes. It looks like it's dropping, but I want to wait and see a break and retest first. Looks like it's pushing, but I want to see a break and retest close below first. Not yet. Just trying to break. Now it's pushing down. All right, I'm gonna go ahead for the sells dropping. Yep, it's dropping. Share my phone screen and see if we get something. Hold on. Looks like it's retracing back again. So let's see. Try to get at least 20 bucks out of this if we can. See what happens. So we'll pause this recording. Once I get close to 20 bucks, then I'll resume and close. Be right back. I smashed my first take profit. There we go. You can see the alert. But let's see if I go down even further. Be right back. 17, let's see, 15, 16, 17, 18, 16, 18, 19. Come on, give me 20. If it goes to 15, I'm just going to close it again. 15. All right, so $14 profit. So that's not bad. I mean, for NAS100 on the smallest position, period, $14 is good. So we actually did good on this one. Let me see here. So look at the chart here. We did smash our first take profit, which was located here. So that's not bad. I'm gonna pause this recording. No, I probably might just wrap it up because we actually did good on this one. From that entry, we smashed about 301, which if it was at $2 per pip, that would have been easily probably a $300 profit, maybe more. So we actually did good on that one. So if I share, let me see here, grab out the calculator. $14 a day, times that by 5 days, times that by 4 weeks, 280. So I mean, a lot of my bills will be paid with that. So that's not bad at all. So yeah, price sold. We did good. Some told me price was going to actually just, trend on down. And it actually did it. They might medicate 50% of this and then maybe bring it up, or they might keep on shooting it down. So we'll see. But we smashed our first take profit, and that's the most important thing. So that's it for this live session, and see you next time. Take care. Bye.